This video ends when I finish my whips. We're gonna be here a while, so buckle up. My hair's not styled. I kind of honestly just woke up. Hi, good morning. My name is Taya. Bear with my morning voice. I quite literally just woke up like not even 5 minutes ago. I have a fun video planned for you and I couldn't wait any longer to start it. So here we are. My plan for this video is, as the title suggests, I'm going to be filming this video as long as it takes to finish all 10, you heard me, 10 of my whips. I have 10 works in progress. I'm not gonna finish all 10. I already know that because one of these projects is a piece of a really bigger project that is gonna take me years. So let's go ahead and introduce you to my 10 whips. I'm not stopping this video. I'm not stopping filming this video, and we're not publishing it until I have 4 whips. That's gonna be the goal. My oldest whip is nearing a year old. This is one of the long-term whips that we've got going. It was cast on February 6th of 2024, and that is my Cozy Memories blanket by Kemper Ray. If you have been here before, you've seen this project many time. But yes, this is officially my oldest whip as of today. Today is Friday, January 17th, and I am this far in to the project. This is the Summer Fade Hexie blanket by Mallory Crawl. Has all the same colors. Let me tell you when that project has its first birthday, and that will be February 19th of 2024 is when I cast it on. So those are my 2 oldest whips. This project I am having really mixed emotions towards. I started this on July 4th of 2024. So this is what the squares look like. It has a really fun puff stitch all the way around, and then it's just a giant granny square. July, August, September, and October. July 6th, 2024, I decided to cross stitch, and I decided to, well, I had already cross stitched a couple different projects, like the little ones. And then I decided I'm gonna make a big project with all of my cross stitch. And I decided, so I have this jacket. It's just a zip up hoodie that says across here, it says, I made it through Tech Week, only cried once. It might actually say twice, but it's just a silly little theater jacket that I wear every time I successfully make it through Tech Week. I always wear it during Tech Week, and definitely on the last day of Tech Week I wear it, and I love it so much. But I want to love it even more by adding patches of every show I have successfully made it through Tech Week for. I'm a nerd, I'm a crafty girl, I love musical theater, I love doing shows, and yeah, so it's gonna be fun once I have this. But I have already drawn out the logos for all of the shows that I've been in, and like basically made my pattern, I guess. Sorry for the crinkling, I'm just gonna pull this out real quick. So yeah, I have drawn out, and I've already started one patch, and that is my Chicago patch. I'm almost there. I have started doing 30 minutes a day on this, and I've made significant progress. Where I stopped for this was somewhere over here in July. Like, I did all of Chicago, and then the body, or not the body, the background in black up until like the H. And then I put it away and hadn't touched it until December 29th, 2024. So like it was away for that whole time. I keep wanting to throw this back, but I want hair in front of me. So sorry, that's why I keep doing this. But yeah, we're getting close. I have made some serious progress in my 30 minutes a day since January 1st, and we're now on the 17th over here. So I can comfortably say I can finish this patch by the end of January. If I stick with my 30 minutes a day. I've also, like I said, drawn out all of the other logos that I've been in, minus the most recent one that I did. So I will have to do that eventually. But let's go ahead and go over my resume, I guess. So Chicago, wedding singer, Oklahoma, Into the Woods, How to Succeed in Business Without Even Trying, Seussical, Footloose, Damn Yankees. That is gonna take forever. So the goal with this video is just to finish Chicago patch. Then we go into a test knit. The test was to only make one sock, which I did. It is the Corinthian sock. I am sadly forgetting the name of the designer, but it is listed below. It is a free pattern. It is released now, so I can safely talk about this, but this is the Corinthian sock. It is a 2x2 rib sock. I haven't blocked it. I haven't literally done anything since I made it. I still have my row counters, stitch markers, whatever, on here in case I am able to make the second one. I really love the cuff pattern. It was my first time, I don't know if you can even see that. Okay, it was my first time doing a folded down cuff, and yeah, it was a super easy pattern. Definitely recommend it. It's super snug when it's on the foot. I did try it on. And yeah, but I used Elven Cloak by Lantern Light, and if this is not your first rodeo here, you'll recognize the name of that color. It is for another project that I am prioritizing with this yarn. This project might end up being frogged instead of being turned into a pear, because I might need the yarn for the project that I actually care about the yarn being used for. So we'll get into that in a minute. But I cast this on September 4th, 2024. I don't remember when I finished this sock, but it is still technically an open project if I end up with enough yarn to finish a second pair. Then we have my temperature blanket. So I'm going to be calling this the 1955 blanket. This is my temperature blanket that I am making based off of the weather in 1955 in Southern California. This is the year both of my grandparents were born, and I would like to memorialize that for them and hopefully get this to them by Christmas of 2025. I started this project on December 29th, 2024, and I'm already through May, and I made it to my grandma's birthday. My grandma was born before my grandpa, and my grandpa loves to make sure she knows that she is older. It is so funny. They were both born in 1955. They're only like 3 or 4 months apart. I love seeing them bicker about who's older, even though they're literally the same age. It's so fun. They make my heart happy all the time. I love my grandparents. And then I have my 2019 temperature blanket. We're over halfway, guys. We're almost there, and then we can like actually get started working on these. This is my 2019 temperature blanket, which is representing my nephew's first year of life. I don't want to unfold this because it's very strategically folded. So I apologize, but I have shown this fully laid out in a recent podcast video that I talked about it. So if you do want to see this fully laid out, go ahead, go over there, or just wait a little later when we make progress on this. I will definitely show it. This is supposed to be representing my nephew's first year of life. He is now 5.5. The reason I chose pink is because I'm going to be giving this to my sister, who is obviously his mother. And she loves pinks. So that's why I chose pinks to represent his first year. This was cast on December 30th, 2024. This is also going to be a Christmas present of 2025. I'm trying to get ahead of that. Then we move to my first cast-ons of 2025. Whoop whoop! And these are the last 3 projects. So I didn't cast anything on until the 10th of 2025. And the first thing I cast on was this Musselburgh hat that I am using just really big scraps. So like I've already used them in my Cozy Memories. I've already used them in my Hexie Fade. These are literally the leftovers of the leftovers of the leftovers. And yeah, this is what we've got so far. So from the orange all the way up until the self-striping starts, so up here, this is all of my leftover Hocus Pocus 2023 advent calendar, Halloween advent calendar from Fangirl Fibers. I had tied it all together in a magic knot and ended up with 55 point something grams, which is very clearly enough to make the first half of a Musselburgh. And then I had, I don't remember the number, but I had also a significant amount this self-striping yarn left over, which is Life on the Prairie by Night Owl Fibers. This is my first ever self-striping yarn, and I used it in my Hocus Pocus socks. So I used all these yarns together already. I'm actually really surprised how many projects these 2 yarns have single-handedly created. It's insane. Where we're at so far, this is 7 days of work. I'm excited for that to be done. That's definitely getting done in this video. Most of these are being done in this video. That's why we're here. The video ends when I finish the projects, when my needles are clear. Then on the same day, the 10th, I cast on with my elven cloak the leaf lace dress by Universal Yarns. And this is going to be a dress, obviously, for my niece. She will be celebrating her 1st birthday this March, and I'd like to have this for her birthday. I am making the size 18 month to 24 month. My last project, we've made it to the last whip. We have made it. Last whip. This is a test knit. I've already completed the test, and it is a DK weight sock pattern. I'm using scraps for it. This is my tested sock. I have also started to make this a pair. This is the Thought to Thread socks by Slip Slip Sis. I am testing these socks for them. I casted this sock on January 15th, 2025. I finished this sock January 16th, 2025, and cast on the second sock yesterday also, and I'm already starting the gusset decreases. So I can happily say that we're gonna finish this sock today because it works up so incredibly fast. As you saw, I finished this in not even 24 hours probably, and then we're definitely gonna be able to finish this. So I'll have a full pair of socks. My first finished object of this year, I have a feeling, is gonna be these socks. Let's finally get working on them. This video ends when I finish my whips. Okay, I'm about to go into the senior center and go hang out with my old lady friends and knit for the next 2 hours. I brought my Musselburgh, however you actually pronounce that, I have no idea. It's a double knit beanie. Oh, there's a bee on my car. Okay, I'm gonna go knit for the next 2 hours on my Musselburgh. I'll see you guys later.
I like that.
We got Lauren over here finally making the decision to frog her project. She has been not really loving the product so far that she's been making, and so she's ready to start over and do it again. I'm so proud of her for finally doing it.
Ribbit.
She learned what frog means today.
Yeah, we did.
Yay!
Okay.
Keep going. Oh, hold on. Put it back in your lap. let's go ahead and do an update. It's been a couple days since I showed you guys all of my whips. I finished 2 already. Okay, so I started filming this video on the 17th and it is now the 19th. So we're literally only 2 days out. I had already finished this test knit sock and I was about halfway through with the second one the last time we chatted. I ended up finishing, and this is what it looks like. So here's the whole pair. I haven't blocked anything yet. They're just literally fresh off the needles. Here they are. I think it's really fun that they are completely different while also still like cohesive. They might not be cohesive and I'm just telling myself that, but to me they make sense together because they are yarns used from a yarn set or a kit and also yarns that I used together in other projects. So it's a fun little memory of those 2 projects. Here are my very first finished objects of 2025. I'm so happy to have them done. I look forward to wearing them. I haven't yet worn them, but yeah, we've got our first pair of socks and our first finished object, first whip finished. I finished that yesterday, and then keeping things going, I finished this Musselburgh hat yesterday as well. I've already got it folded up and ready to go. I am madly in love with seeing the Hocus Pocus yarn and my Night Owl Fibers yarn folded up together. And then when I switch it, it's primarily the Night Owl Fibers, and you still get some of that Hocus Pocus folded over in the brim. And this up here is Watermelon Tourmaline from the Royal Bee yarn. This is the first time this has ever happened. I did the cast off a little wrong. I was not super focused on what I was doing in the last couple stitches and just did it. So it's got a funny little bobble pointed edge on this side, but it's still a super cute hat. It's still functional. I tried it on. You can't feel this little bobble or whatever when you're wearing it, if it's on the inside or even on the outside. It's just a fun little element of surprise, I guess. I am really liking this. I have a feeling that my mom is going to wear it with this side out most often because she does tend to like the darker colors. Also, if I tell her that this is Hocus Pocus inspired, she's definitely gonna want this side to shine more than this side. But here is what it looks like all stretched out. I think it's super fun and scrappy and adorable. So this is second finished object of the video of the year. Second whip marked off of the list. That means we have 8 objects left to work on, 8 whips left. I have been starting to work on my 1955 temperature blanket, but I think I need to actually pick up my leaf lace dress because that actually has a deadline that is way closer than this. I think that's what I'm gonna pick up next. And I'm just gonna be knitting the day away because I have literally no plans today. So let's do it. Hi, I just wanted to come on here and do a quick little update because it's been a couple days since I've finished anything. If you've seen my Tech Week stitching video, which was my first video on this channel, you'll know that I like to make gifts for my cast members in whatever show I'm in, and I like to make it kind of themed around the show. I am making little cowboy hat keychains using Lily Sugar and Cream warm brown cotton, and it is so cute. This is my first time trying to make a keychain and first time making a cowboy hat, but like look at how cute, and it like took the shape so perfectly. That's what I like about Lily Sugar and Cream cotton. It takes shape really easy and it remembers it good too. So yeah, this is my first hat, first gift for my castmates, and it literally only took like, I don't even want to say 5 minutes, but probably like 5 minutes, honestly, 5 to 10. I'll give it a couple minutes because I had to learn how to do it and figuring out how to get the keychain part on it too. So I guess I have 3 finished objects in 1 week, which is awesome, which means now that this is a new whip, I'm gonna have a lot of those by the end of next week, and then I'm just gonna keep making them until opening day or until I have as many as I need. But this is my leaf lace dress. I do remember last week when I showed it to you guys, it was literally just the 2 hem rows, and now I have finished the skirt and I've started the bodice. This is adorable. I cannot wait to see my little niece wearing this. My 1955 temperature blanket. Let me find where we were. It doesn't look like there's much progress, but it's so wide that I promise there is. But down here, this little stitch marker, progress keeper, whatever, is where we started, and then I'm now up here. But let's see how many rows that is. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'm in the middle somewhere. Oh no. I'm in the middle of row 7 or 8 on this since we started this video. And then I've also been working on my 2019 temperature blanket. This is so beautifully folded, and honestly right now I don't want to unfold it. So I will tell you that I also did the same thing I just worked until I ran out of whatever color I was closest to finishing, and then I even weaved in the ends last night on this too. So I am all caught up with the ends for this. It is still some weird separated blanket, but I think we're getting closer to a point where I'll be able to just work the rows down to the end. And then we have my Chicago cross stitch patch, which I'm getting so close to finishing this. I am gonna do my 30 minutes in just a second. I don't remember where it was visually the last time you guys have seen it, but here it is. This is where we're at. I am pretty sure the next time you see this, it's gonna be done. But this is everything I've made progress on, and that's all I wanted to show. That was 1 week of progress. I have just finished 3 more little hats, so I have a total of 4. These are so stinking cute. I cannot get over it. I just look at how dang cute these are. If I had a shop, I would definitely sell these because look at how freaking cute they are. Oh my gosh. Okay, look at this. I have 4 out of 40 that I need. I might actually need 45. I don't know. That's just like an estimate. I have rehearsal tomorrow. I mean, I have until basically the end of February to finish all of these, but I want to either be ahead of schedule or just like be on schedule, you know, like make a certain amount per week so that during tech week I'm not psychotically making all of these, because just by making the 3 that I did right now, it actually kind of hurts my hand a little bit just because it's cotton yarn that I'm not used to using, and also it's a hook that I'm not used to using either. I'm using a G hook where I regularly use an H, so there's just a lot of aspects that I'm not used to thrown into this, and so my hands get a little tired really quickly while making these. I just can't stop looking at them on the camera. They look so cute. And then it's actually been really fun. Oh, there goes one. It's been really fun adding the keychain part to it. I have 4 out of 40 to 45 of these done, and it's January 25th right now. I've decided to add this obviously into this video's project. This is now a WIP. Each one I am personally counting as a finished object, but for the sake of this project video and this main project, it's not gonna be done until all of them are done. Does that make sense? That makes sense, okay. I am still making progress in everything else, but those are my finished objects for now. Again, it's the 25th of January. I am gonna keep spending the night knitting and crocheting. I'm gonna stop on the hats for a little bit. Like I said, my hands are hurting, so I'm gonna give it a break and go into something that's a little more easy with my hands. See you soon. First time trying sleeves 2 at a time. And I think it's going good. This is the second time I've done it. I had to pull it out because I started making more progress on one than the other, thinking that I had them at the same, but that didn't work out. So this is my second try and I have it at an even amount of times. So I'm gonna keep going and make progress. Hello, good morning. Happy February 6th. It is the first birthday of my absolutely oldest WIP, and we are gonna celebrate today by working on it. I have spent all week trying out a new, I'm trying a new way of filming. So all week I've been trying out a new method of making progress on everything because I literally have so many WIPs that I just need to get control of it. And someone in a group chat thread had mentioned something about like writing out all of the WIPs and then dedicating a day of the week to do just that whip. So I've been trying that out and it's been going good. I am making progress, I guess. At the same time, like, I'm seeing how this method can work, but for the sake of this video, I'm also feeling that it's not working in my favor because for this video, I'm trying to finish more projects, and by just doing one project every day, it's not making enough progress to be able to do anything for the video, you know? So that's getting annoying, I guess. But this week is almost over and I'm gonna try something new next week. So I'm gonna keep going this week with just the one project per day, and we'll try something new next week. I've got today and tomorrow for this week, and yeah. But today's assigned project, I guess, is my cozy memories. And today is actually the first birthday of this project, so that's why I selected it to be worked on today. It's super bunched up right now because I literally just grabbed it, but I've already started my first square of today. I'm using my elven cloak leftovers because I forgot to update you guys, so we're gonna do that before we get started working on this project. I wanted to update you guys on what's been going on the last week or so since I last updated. I don't remember if I showed you guys this, so I'm gonna show it again just in case. I finished my Chicago patch like a week ago now. I have decided to not start the next patch until I try sewing this on to my jacket, just to make sure that everything's working out the way I want it. So I'm considering this project done for this video. And I finished my leaf lace dress. Isn't this thing so cute? I still need to block it, so it's still like rolling on the sleeves and up here, and the lace needs to relax some more, but I am nervous to block it. I almost want to just like steam block it because I don't want to get it wet, but I know that it's gonna need to be able to go through the wash or something. But this is just so dang cute. I love it. I cannot wait to see my niece in it. Okay, I have an exact date for this. So I finished this on January 26th, 2025. And then I finished this one on the 29th of January. Oh, and I have like 20 more keychains since the last time you guys saw them. They're packed away somewhere, so I'm not gonna grab them. You've seen them already, but I have 24 total now and I need 48. I finally got a full list of my cast and there are 48 of us, not including me. And I want to keep making them, but it's this thing's birthday, so let's give it some attention. It's Friday. That means I'm at the senior center ready to go knit and crochet with my old lady friends. I am going to be working on my Oklahoma cast gifts today. Today's my last day of trying out this like every day gets a different project thing. And as I said in the last thing, I think I'm gonna go ahead and just like change the plan. I'm wanting to finish something and I know that these only take like 15 minutes to finish, and each one I consider a finished object. So I'm gonna have a lot of finished objects after today. I'm gonna go do that because I'm already late. I'll check in with you guys later. Bye. Hey, hi, hello. It is February 9th, 2025, and that means it is Super Bowl Sunday. But instead of watching the game, I am gonna chat with you guys and share with you all of my progress and finished objects that we made in this video. Sadly, not all 10 are done, but I have gotten my whips to a place where I am more in control of getting them done and I can see the light at the end of the tunnel, I guess. I've pretty much gotten everything that I can make progress on to a finished point, or like I said, in a place where I can comfortably put it away until I'm ready to touch it again. We're under control, and that was ultimately the real goal behind this video. There has been progress on all 10 whips that we started with, so I'm gonna try to make it super fast by just showing you what's going on. Sadly though, 2 of those projects I don't have in physical form right now. One was a gift and one is currently waiting at my grandma's house, ready for the next step. But let's chat about what they were. I finished my Chicago patch for my musical theater Tech Week jacket, which that is at my grandma's house. I'm gonna go over there tomorrow to sew it onto the jacket. I'm so excited. We're finally there. And then I get to make all the other patches, so that'll be fun. And then I also have my Musselburgh hat that I made for my mom, which she absolutely loved, and it is now back with her in Alabama. And now I can show you some finished objects. I have the very first object that I finished all year, and that is my Thought to Thread socks by I can never say this. That is my Thought to Thread socks by Slip Slip Sis. And then I have my leaf lace dress that I made for my niece. And then for this one, I'm gonna go ahead and just show a couple. The last time you saw it, there were only 4 of these completed, so we'll just show 4 again. But I have successfully finished 34 total of these little hats. I have 34 of them. That means I need 12 more, and then I will be completely done for my cast. Okay, and then you guys never got to see this next one, but while I was at the senior center, I was making my hats and my hands were starting to get tired because the cotton yarn is just not my best friend. So I decided to go through the senior center's big yarn stash and I found some Lion Brand Chanel and I wanted to make some scrunchies. This pattern is from Passionate Kelsey. This one turned out the best, I think. I was struggling quite immensely, but I made 3. And I'm gonna give these back to the senior center to sell in their first sale of the year. And I think that's it for everything that I've finished. So let's go ahead and do some mental math real fast and see how many finished objects I have from this video. So if we count all 34 of my cowboy hats and everything else I just showed you, I have 42 finished objects from this video alone. That is crazy. Wow, go me. I am very proud of that number. And I am happy to say that I have 6 whips left after all of that. Now, I know at the beginning I said I wanted to have only 4 at the end of this, but I think knocking down my list from 10 to 6 is still amazing. And having a finished object total of 42, that's ridiculous. Of course, if I don't count every little keychain as a finished object, then we have a smaller thing. That was also an added whip. I realized I didn't ever tell you guys what I was gonna do with this sock here. I didn't end up with enough to make it into a pair. So what I'm gonna do with it is ship it off to Socks for Sam, which is a charity with a sock fundraiser for a disease called vanishing white cell syndrome. I think I've kept you captive here long enough, so I'm just gonna go ahead and ask that you maybe consider subscribing to my channel to see more. I like doing stuff like this, as well as my weekly, sometimes bi-weekly podcast where I update you on all of my whips. I hope to see you around. Until next time, cheers.